Complex specified functional information cannot arise by natural law. A case for intelligent design. A compelling argument for intelligent design is the existence of complex specified functional information, CSFI. CSFI refers to information that is both highly complex and arranged in a specific way to serve a particular function. This type of information is found in biological systems, technological designs, and even hypothetical extraterrestrial technologies. However, given the precision and intricacy of CSFI, it cannot be explained by natural laws alone. Natural laws describe regularities and patterns in the natural world, but they do not have the capacity to generate the kind of functional, complex information that characterizes life and advanced technology. Here, we will explore why natural law is insufficient to account for the origin of CSFI. Instead, such information is best explained by intelligent causation. We will examine examples from nature, human design, and hypothetical extraterrestrial systems to demonstrate that intelligent design is the only viable explanation for CSFI. 1. What is complex specified functional information, CSFI? To understand why natural law cannot produce CSFI, we must first clarify what it is. Complexity. The information must consist of many parts or elements arranged in such a way that it is highly unlikely to have arisen by random chance. In the context of biology, for example, this refers to the vast sequences of nucleotides in DNA or the intricate structure of proteins. Specification. The complexity must follow a specific pattern or order that achieves a particular goal or function. Random complexity, like static on a TV screen, does not qualify. Specification implies purpose and order, like the precise arrangement of letters to form meaningful sentences. Functionality. The information must carry out a specific task or achieve a particular goal. For example, in biological systems, DNA carries instructions for building proteins and regulating cellular processes. The functionality of these sequences is essential for life. CSFI is thus complex, specified, and functional, making it different from the regularities that natural laws describe. Natural laws govern how things behave under certain conditions, but they do not generate the type of purposeful, goal-directed information found in CSFI. 2. What natural laws do and don't do. Natural laws describe the regular and predictable behaviors of physical systems. For example, the law of gravity explains how objects with mass are attracted to one another. Newton's laws of motion describe the relationship between forces and the movement of objects. The laws of thermodynamics explain energy transfer and the tendency toward entropy in closed systems. These laws are extremely useful for explaining how the natural world operates, but they do not generate new information or purposeful complexity. Natural laws can govern existing systems, but they do not create systems with intricate, specified structures aimed at achieving a particular function. For instance, the law of gravity can explain why a rock falls to the ground, but it cannot explain how the rock might be carved into a functional tool or organized into a structure like a watch. Similarly, the laws of chemistry explain how atoms bond together, but they do not explain how the specific sequence of nucleotides in DNA could arise to encode functional genetic information. Natural laws describe regularities, but they cannot account for the origin of complex specified functional systems. 3. Why natural laws cannot account for CSFI. A. Natural laws operate by necessity, not innovation. Natural laws describe what happens when certain conditions are met, but they do not introduce new, functional arrangements that serve a specific purpose. For example, the law of gravity ensures that objects fall, but it cannot explain how complex machinery like a jet engine is assembled. The jet engine's parts are arranged in a highly specific and purposeful way to generate thrust, and this arrangement cannot arise by gravity or any other natural law. Similarly, in biological systems, the information in DNA is highly complex and specified. The arrangement of nucleotides must follow a particular order to produce functional proteins. Natural laws explain how molecules interact, but they cannot explain how the precise sequences of nucleotides in DNA came to exist in the first place. Such specificity requires a designer, not just natural processes. B. Natural laws tend toward disorder, not complexity. The second law of thermodynamics teaches us that natural systems tend to move toward increased entropy or disorder over time. Left to themselves, systems naturally degrade rather than increase in complexity. A house left unattended will fall into disrepair. A car will rust and stop functioning if not maintained. Natural processes, driven by entropy, do not build functional complexity, they erode it. However, CSFI represents an increase in order, not disorder. The arrangement of DNA sequences, the structure of proteins, and the intricate designs of technological systems all involve an increase in complexity that cannot be explained by natural processes alone. The information-rich sequences in DNA, for example, defy the natural tendency toward disorder and point instead to an intelligent cause. C. Chance and necessity cannot generate specified complexity. Natural laws operate according to necessity, meaning that certain effects follow necessarily from certain causes. For example, when water is heated to 100 degrees Celsius at sea level, it must boil. However, necessity alone cannot account for the specific sequences and functions required for CSFI. The regular behavior of natural systems does not generate new, goal-directed complexity. On the other hand, random chance is sometimes invoked as an alternative to natural law. Some argue that given enough time, random processes can generate the functional information we observe in biology or technology. However, chance alone is highly unlikely to produce specified complexity. Random processes create disorder or random patterns, not the kind of functional order seen in living systems. For example, if you were to randomly type on a keyboard, the chances of producing a meaningful sentence, let alone an entire book, are astronomically small. Likewise, random mutations in DNA do not create functional genetic code. Randomness is the antithesis of specified complexity, which requires deliberate arrangement to fulfill a specific purpose. 4. Examples of CSFI in nature. One of the most compelling examples of CSFI in nature is the genetic code found in DNA. The DNA molecule contains vast amounts of information encoded in a sequence of nucleotides: adenine, thymine, cytosine, and guanine. This information directs the development and functioning of all living organisms, making it both complex and functional. A. DNA, the blueprint of life. Complexity. DNA contains billions of nucleotides arranged in long sequences, far beyond what could be produced by chance alone. Specification. The sequence of nucleotides follows a precise code that instructs cells on how to build proteins. This code is not random but carefully arranged to carry out specific tasks. Functionality. The DNA sequence is responsible for the construction and maintenance of all biological systems, making it indispensable for life. The information content in DNA is far beyond what natural laws or random processes could generate. Natural selection, for example, works only on existing biological information, selecting advantageous traits that are already present. It does not account for the origin of the genetic code itself, which requires an intelligent source to create such detailed, specified instructions. B. Protein synthesis. Proteins are another example of CSFI in nature. Proteins are made from sequences of amino acids that must be arranged in a precise order to function. The process of protein synthesis involves the careful translation of genetic information from DNA to create the specific proteins needed for life. Complexity. The sequence of amino acids in a protein is highly complex, with each amino acid having a specific role in the structure and function of the protein. Specification. The amino acids must be arranged in a specific sequence to form a functional protein. A slight alteration in the sequence can render the protein non-functional. Functionality. Proteins carry out essential tasks in cells, such as catalyzing biochemical reactions, providing structural support, and regulating processes. The functional arrangement of amino acids in proteins is far too specific to have arisen by chance or natural law. This kind of specified complexity points to an intelligent source for the origin of the information that directs protein synthesis. 5. Examples of CSFI in human-made systems. CSFI is not limited to biological systems. We also see it in human-made systems, where intelligent design is clearly at work. A. Computer programs. A computer program is a classic example of complex specified functional information. A program is composed of lines of code that must be written in a specific sequence to perform a particular function. The code is both complex, containing thousands or millions of lines, and specified, arranged according to strict rules that ensure the program works correctly. Complexity. The sheer volume of code required to run modern software is immense, with each line contributing to the overall function. Specification. The code must be written according to specific rules, syntax, and arranged to achieve the desired functionality. Even a small error in the code can cause the program to fail. Functionality. The program carries out specific tasks, such as processing data, controlling devices, or managing information. The complexity and functionality of computer programs cannot arise from natural laws or random chance. Such systems require intelligent input to arrange the code in a way that fulfills a specific purpose. 6. Hypothetical example. CSFI in extraterrestrial technology. If we were to discover extraterrestrial technology containing CSFI, it would provide undeniable evidence of intelligent design. Imagine finding a spacecraft from another star system equipped with advanced control systems, navigation algorithms, and communication devices. Complexity. The spacecraft's systems would contain vast amounts of information, such as complex algorithms for navigation or energy management. Specification. The information would not be random but arranged in a way that allows the spacecraft to function properly and achieve its goals. Functionality. The systems would be fully operational, allowing the spacecraft to travel, gather data, and communicate with distant civilizations. In this scenario, natural law would be insufficient to explain the origin of the technology's complex, specified functional systems. The only reasonable explanation would be that an intelligent mind designed the spacecraft, just as human engineers design spacecraft on Earth. Conclusion. CSFI requires intelligent design, not natural law. Complex specified functional information cannot arise by natural law alone. While natural laws describe regularities and behaviors in the physical world, they do not create the kind of functional complexity that we observe in biological systems, human technology, or hypothetical extraterrestrial systems. CSFI, by its nature, points to intelligence because it involves precise arrangements of parts or sequences that achieve specific, goal-directed functions. The origin of CSFI points to a creator who designed the universe with purpose and intentionality. Random chance and natural laws cannot account for the intricate information-rich systems we see in life and technology. Intelligent design stands as the best explanation for the existence of complex specified functional information, revealing the work of a mind behind the universe's order and complexity. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe, and comment below if you agree or would like to add your thoughts. If you would like me to respond to your comment, please make a level 1 comment directly below the video. I will respond to all polite level 1 comments even if it takes me a while, due to other commitments.